Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is JupiterJames and this is Astro Motivation, and where I awaken the astrologer within you and aim to give you a little encouragement and inspiration per your unique placement within your birth chart. You know, I really do feel that before time of iPhones and iPads and this and that, we were a culture and a society that were better able to look up at the stars and understand exactly what the universe wanted from us. And it is with that knowledge that we were able to decipher our birth charts to see exactly where our dreams were and how to get them. And so if that sounds good to you, let's get into it. Today we're gonna get into Scorpio in the second house. Now, Scorpio in the second house is going to give me someone who has a lot of control and a lot of secrecy involving their money and the values that they hold true to themselves. But before we go ahead and unpack that very deep aspect, let's go ahead and separate the aspects. That way we are better able to understand exactly what each aspect is doing, and we can use it in different areas of our lives. That way we're not just confined to Scorpio in the second house. Now, before we do that, Scorpio in the second house is going to be akin to my Virgo risings. Okay, so my Virgo rising, this video is for you, and anyone else that may have Pluto, Mars, or Scorpio in the second house. Okay, so now with Scorpio in the birth chart for me is going to show me where trauma is induced, where a lot of dark energy, and like by dark energy I mean the not so lovely things in life. Okay, I don't mean dark or like anything devilish. I just mean like the things that are not so pleasant, you know, where we may feel unsafe or where things may be a little bit traumatic. You know, for Scorpios out there, if you're watching this video, I think that you are ready for that. If you've clicked on Scorpio, you may already have heard of what Scorpio is. So if you are not ready for these types of subjects, I kindly ask that you come back later when you are ready and when you really want to know the deep, because with Scorpio, it is a very deep placement, okay, and it is a deep sign. It is not something that is very light or fluffy, all right? But with that said, Scorpio is going to give you very deep things of, you know, transformation through trauma. This is what I consider Scorpio to be. This is where there is death and rebirth, where things may happen or where things are hidden from you and just out of focus, and more so where things happen in this area that force you to change and transform that area of your life, okay? It is through the trauma and through the hard times that we are able to transform in that area that Scorpio is in and come out stronger and be able to, at the end of that traumatic situation, the lesson that is learned that Scorpio will give over time, that we become a powerhouse in that area, where that area, when we master it, we look back and we go, that area of my life, I'm good. I'm more than good. You know, I'm scary good. I'm like, it's almost psychic level good once you get good at knowing what your Scorpio sign is ruling, okay? So with the second house is always going to be ruled by Taurus, and it's going to be ruled by Venus. And this is going to give you the energy of money. It's going to give you the energy of your stability and the kind of the lessons and the values that you grew up on. You know, Taurus in the second house. Now, no matter what your respective sign may be on your second house, in this case it'll be Taurus, but know that the underlining sign that rules the second house is Taurus, all right? So this is the foundation that you are born from. You know, we are all just fruits of the tree that we grew up on. And so whether for good or for bad, you are going to be, your values are going to be from that, okay? You are going to be living off of that foundation, and the sign will tell me what that foundation was for you. It'll tell me the family dynamic and what you kind of went through in a sense. I'll get into it in this video what I mean, okay? But yeah, so what happens when we take Scorpio and we throw it into the second house? Now with Scorpio in the second house, this is gonna mean for me that you come from a background where things were probably in your family very traumatic, okay? Things were very shrouded in a place in your life where, for me, what I just get a vision of is that there was probably a lot of friction within the household for whatever reason. There was probably a lot of unsafety and just you feeling of danger or feeling of anxiety, something that you felt like, okay, you couldn't really turn to anyone, even though people were there. They were people and relationships of people who you just felt that you were not safe. You could not maybe be yourself. You could not really express you. And through that, through maybe them inflicting trauma on you or them being power struggle battles, it required you to transform. And through that transformation, you built a tough skin in order to get through in this life. And this also could mean that through that, you are able to see the deeper meanings of life. Through the trauma that was inflicted, through your foundation, through your family, you are now searching for and value realness. You value you value deep connection. You value very deep connections, and you value very deep things in life. So this makes for someone who probably, again, did not have a very safe childhood, but now in their life, they are someone that values people who are able to be real with them, people who are able to be by their side with them on a rainy day, people who are devoted to a higher power. These people will probably, through what they've experienced in their life, will be people who believe in a higher power, who believe in something bigger than themselves, and they are searching for others who are that way with them and who are that way on their own. You know, they really want to attract and be around people who value those same things. You know, they are not going to value superficiality. This is the opposite of Leo in the second house. This is the opposite of that. This is gonna be people who really want and value realness, spirituality, deepness, passion, people who are real, people who are able to get down in the deep with them and figure out what is going on with the world and people around them. These are going to be very deep people, okay? So that's going to be a value of yours. Now, when it comes to your money, you're going to have a lot of control with your money. You are probably not going to want to give your money away a lot of times. You're not going to want to share your money. You're not going to want to really talk about money with people. You could be a millionaire and people would never know. You could be a gazillionaire and people would never know. You could be poor and no one would ever know. Because when it comes to money, you're gonna keep that area of your life very secret and to yourself. I do know one thing is that you are not gonna allow that credit score to get anywhere below where it needs to be, because that for you is you losing power. You are gonna be someone that through your money, you are gonna wanna create power and safety and security for yourselves. And this is a value that you hold true to yourself. Now, if this sounds like you, Scorpio in the second housers, let me know in the comments below. Are you someone that the foundation of the home that you grew up in taught you very early on that maybe you need to keep the things that you value to yourself? Maybe the insightful knowledge that you have and the deepness that you are, maybe you couldn't express those things safely in the childhood home that you grew up in. Let me know if you felt that way growing up. Did your or it could even be that your family just taught you to be someone that doesn't take the world at face value. You could be someone that your family said, hey son, look, when you go outside, you look both ways and you don't trust that one, you don't trust this one, all right, unless they give you a reason to trust them. You know, you are gonna be like that. If that sounds like you, let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, can you tell me a planet that your second house is in, okay? Give me a planet that your second house Scorpio is in. Give me one planet. Don't give me a degree. Do not give me an opposition. Do not give me, y'all be getting clever in those comments. Give me one planet that your Scorpio in the second house is in, and I'll be ready to give you a little analysis on what you could be experiencing with that one planet, okay? Yeah, so that could be my Scorpio in the second housers. My biggest motivation and inspiration for my second house Scorpios is to continue to rely on your own strength. Continue to be someone that, you know, is after the deeper meanings and the deeper things in life, but also try to not be someone who completely closes themselves off to help from others, all right? If people want to lend you money or give you things or help you out, allow that, okay? And also try not to be someone who looks for the bad in people right off the bat, okay? I know that may be hard for you. I know that you probably grew up in situations where you had to think that way, but as we grow older, these things dissipate. You know, we have to be able to nurture the inner child that we've come from, okay? And so although this is a value of yours and I don't want you to change it, I want you to balance it out, because in this life that we are being given, it's not about completely changing it. And your money situation will change over time, but it's not about changing things, it's just about balancing them out, all right? So with that being said, I really do hope that you got some encouragement and some inspiration from this video. If you would like me to do a different placement within your birth chart, let me know what you would like for me to cover, and I will put that as a part of my queue of videos that I will get out for you guys. But until then, I will see y'all in the next video, and y'all have a great day, all right? Bye.